Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to Coast Sports, and welcome to today's show. We are doing the Olympics recap show, the 2026 Winter Olympics recap show. This is part one. We're going to go through all the sports and recap just the quick hitters, who won, and who did what. And then we're going to go through all of the countries and go through what they won and what is important to know. So this is everything you need to know about the Winter Olympics. If you missed it, welcome back to part one. And let's begin with downhill skiing, alpine skiing as it's called. Switzerland dominated this sport. They won 9 total medals, including 4 golds, 3 silvers, and 2 bronze. Nobody else had more medals than Switzerland in the downhill skiing. Italy did very well for themselves as well in this sport with 2 golds, 1 silver, 2 bronze, and 5 total medals. The USA with a couple of golds, both of them coming from women. It was Breezy Johnson and Michaela Schifrin. They also claim a silver and a bronze for 4 total medals. And Austria doing pretty well in this as well with 4 total medals, including 1 gold, 2 silvers, and 1 bronze. The storyline going here is that Austria and Switzerland used to be kind of the two best at this. Austria used to be actually the best at this. And Switzerland has surpassed them now as the best country in alpine skiing. So congratulations to Switzerland. They have the best mountains there, I will say. The Swiss Alps are just simply beautiful. It'd be cool if they could ever host a Winter Olympics in the Swiss Alps. I honestly think that would be awesome. I don't know if it'll ever happen just because the infrastructure there might not be ready to support that many people. But it'd be cool to see. The only other country to win a gold medal in this is Brazil with 1 gold medal, their first ever Winter Olympics gold medal. Of course, it was a Norwegian-born Brazilian who won it, but still cool to see for them. Germany with a couple, Norway, Sweden, and France closing it out. Some of the notable medalists, I guess they're not going to show it in just alpine skiing. Medalists by sport, here we go. Oh, we can see all of them. Wow. Well, we're not gonna go through all of them. I don't think we have time to do that. So I guess I'll just leave it at that. Can we filter it? Let's filter it here to go to alpine skiing. Some of the notable medalists include Swiss's Franjo van Almen, who won 3 gold medals. Federica Brignoni for Italy, winning 2 gold medals. Of course, Lucas Pinheiro Brathen with 1 gold medal, the first ever for Brazil. And like I said, Breezy Johnson and Michaela Schifrin both winning golds for Team USA. Well, we move on to biathlon, where France and Norway squared off as the 2 dominant countries in this sport. This is crazy. Out of all the medals, 13 for France, 11 for Norway. The rest of the world combined for only 9. So 24 out of the 33 medals in this sport went to either France or Norway. Sweden with 3. France winning 6 golds, 4 silvers, 3 bronze. Norway with 3 golds, 5 silvers, 3 bronze. Very much a dominated sport by 2 countries, France and Norway. Pretty impressive there. Looking at some of the medalists, the big name in this one was Sturla Holm Lagride out of Norway, who, if you remember, Sturla Holm Lagride, he is the guy who admitted to cheating on his girlfriend after his first win, all the way back in the men's 20 kilometer. He wins 2 bronze, and then he goes silver, silver, silver. So how about that? 2 bronze, 3 silvers for the guy who cheated on his girlfriend. We'll have to see, did he learn his lesson, and does this make up for the fact that he cheated on his girlfriend? France also with a ton of medalists here. Julia Simon with 3 golds, 4 total medals. Quentin Fillon-Maillet with 4 total medals, 3 golds, 1 bronze. Lou Jean Monod with 4 total medals, including 2 golds. Ocean Michelon with 3 medals, including 2 golds. And Eric Parrott with 2 golds, including 3 total medals. So a lot of French medalists in this sport. Very, very impressive what the French were able to do this year in biathlon. Next up is the bobsled, and only 3 countries reaching the podium in this event. Germany with 8 out of the 12 available medals in the bobsled, including 3 golds, 4 silvers, 1 bronze. The USA coming away with 1 gold and 2 bronze, and Switzerland with the lone bronze medal in the men's 4-man event. Notable medalists here include George Fleischauer, Johannes Lochner, who both win 2 golds. They won the 2-man bobsled and won again in the 4-man bobsled. And the 2 silvers going to Francesco Friedrich and Alexander Schuler. For Team USA, Kaylee Ann Brewster-Humphreys with 2 bronze in both the 2-man and the 2-woman bobsled and the 4-woman bobsled. And Elena Myers-Taylor with a gold medal victory in the women's monobob. So yeah, very impressive stuff for Team USA there. And of course you have the Swiss who end up with the bronze medals there as well. But yeah, for Team USA, it was a solid Olympics showing for Team USA, I think, in the bobsled events. Next up is the cross-country skiing, and there's a clear pattern here. It's the Scandinavian countries dominating this event, including Norway with 14 medals, including 17 golds, 2 silvers, 5 bronze, and Sweden with 5 golds, 4 silvers, and 1 bronze. And what's interesting is no other countries won gold. So out of the 12 available gold medals, all of them went to either Norway or Sweden. And again, when you look at the rest of the world in total medals, 14 for Norway, 10 for Sweden. The rest of the world combined for 12. So 24 out of the 36 available medals going to either Norway or Sweden. What's interesting is Norway, of their 7 golds, 6 of them came from Johannes Hatsva Kleiba, who, if we look at the cross-country, let's switch it up. Johannes Hatsva Kleiba winning 6 gold medals out of the 7. The only Norwegian who won something else, who was it? I believe it was Emil Iversen, although that may have been a relay. No, in fact, because there's 12 events, 6 men's, 6 women's. So all 6 of the men's events were won by the same guy, Johannes Hatsva Kleiba. Every other Norwegian man who's on this list won because they were on a team with him in a relay race. He goes, 6 gold, including a relay and a team sprint free, and then this men's sprint classic, which is only 2 of them are relays. Meanwhile, Sweden dominated the women's side of things. So in women's cross-country skiing, Norway took home 1 gold and Sweden took home the other 5. And among them included Ebba Andersson, who wins 3 silvers in the relay, in interval start free, a skiathlon silver, and then she won the mass start classic, the marathon, at the very last day. So she goes with 4 medals, including just the 1 gold. And shout out to Frida Karlsson, who goes home with 2 gold medals and 3 total medals, including the gold medal in that skiathlon. She beat out her teammate, Ebba Andersson, in that skiathlon. So very good day for Norway and the men's cross-country, and for Sweden for the women. In curling, Sweden took home 2 golds. They win the gold for the mixed team as well as for the women's. And Canada winning the gold for the men. Canada also wins the bronze for the women's. Switzerland winning the bronze in the mixed team event, and Switzerland also takes home the silver in the men's event. Switzerland losing to Canada. Switzerland, they lost to Sweden. Switzerland takes home silver in the women's event. Great Britain won the silver in the men's event. The United States winning the silver in the mixed team event, and Italy with the bronze for the men. That's all there was to curling, so not a whole lot more to talk about there. In figure skating, Team USA winning 2 out of the 5 available golds. They win in the mixed team event as well as the women's singles event. Japan with a gold, as well as France and Kazakhstan are the other 3 medalists. USA also with a silver medal to come away with 3 total medals. And if you see what that silver medal was, who won that silver medal for Team USA? I'm not even sure. It looks like Evan Bates and Madison Chalk won that silver medal in the couples event, I think. So impressive stuff from them. And I believe they actually were in the dancing, the dance competition. Yeah, it was the ice dance. They won a silver in the ice dance. So that was the one I was forgetting about. Japan winning in the, what did they win? They must have won the ice dance gold, I believe. France with a gold as well. And then Kazakhstan with a gold in the men's event. Looking at the medalists, the only one with 2 gold medals was Alyssa Liu. She wins the team and the women's single skate. Japan with a win in pair skating and a silver in the team event. And a couple more, Evan Bates, Madison Chalk, who won gold in the team, silver in the ice dance. Another Japanese group who took silver in the team and silver in the men's, and then silver in the team, silver in the women's. So Japan with a lot of medals in this sport as well. Shout out to the French who win the ice dance for the figure skating. They were the ones who won the ice dance. Interesting. And Mikhail Shidorov, who won the men's gold medal in the men's competition. He was not expected to win. It should have been Ilya Malinin, but Malinin choked. We've talked about this. Shidorov comes up and gets the win. Moving over to freestyle skiing, the United States of America winning 3 golds, as does the People's Republic of China. Both of those countries with 3 golds. China ends up with more total medals, with 9 medals. They go 3-3-3 across the board. 3 golds, 3 silvers, 3 bronze. USA with 8 total medals, just 1 behind. Canada doing well in this sport as well with 5 total medals, 2 golds, 1 silver, 2 bronze. And then Australia with 4 total medals, 2 golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze. So kind of actually a solid tournament there. Switzerland also with a couple in freestyle ski. The big story, though, still would be China and the USA, who go 1 and 2, and that was kind of the rivalry in freestyle skiing the whole time. Looking at some of the medalists, only one person with more than 3 medals. It was Eileen Gu, who wins a gold and 2 silvers. Nobody with multiple golds in this event. Shout out to the married couple Wang Jindi, who won the men's aerials and a bronze in the mixed team aerials, and his wife Zhu Mengtao, who won the women's aerials with a bronze in the mixed team aerials as well. They competed together in that event, take home the bronze together, so cool for the married couple. Michael Kingsbury, one of the best to do it. He wins a gold in the men's dual moguls for Team Canada. Solid race for Team Canada, honestly, in this event. But at the end of the day, it was USA and China who were the most dominant powerhouses in this sport. Next up is hockey, and we know exactly how this went down. USA with 2 golds. They win in overtime, 2-1. Both the men and women, they won in the same exact way. They both faced off Canada again in the finals. USA women winning 2-1 with an overtime goal, and then the USA men winning 2-1 with an overtime goal as well. So they get 2 gold medals. Canada with 2 silver medals. Finland takes the bronze for the men with a win over Slovakia, and Switzerland took the bronze for the women. Solid day for the Swiss women who take that bronze, and I don't think anybody really expected them to be in medal contention, and they do come away with a bronze medal in hockey. And in the sport of luge, Germany did very well for themselves. They win 3 golds, 3 of the 5 available gold medals. Italy with 2 golds, Germany with 5 total medals, Italy with 4 total medals, and Austria with 4 total medals. USA does sneak on the podium for 1 medal, a bronze, and Latvia. Shout out to Latvia for getting in there with a bronze medal as well. But really, it was Germany, Italy, and Austria who were dominating this sport. Those 3 countries combined to win 13 out of the 15 available medals. Notable medalists include Max Langenhan, who won in the team relay and the men's singles, 2 golds for him, and 2 golds for Julia Talbot, who also won the team relay and the women's singles. So those 2, they both win gold for the men's and women's singles, and then they win together in the team relay. Very, very impressive stuff out of Team Germany. Other multiple medalists, also German, Dania Eatberg and Magdalena Machina. Italians, Simon Keinswalder, he wins a gold in the men's doubles and a bronze in the team relay, as does Marianne Oberhofer, who wins a gold in the women's doubles and a bronze in the team relay, as well as their partners, Ryder Emanuel and Andrea Voder. A bunch of silver medals for Austria, and that was kind of what it looked like. It looked like Germany, Italy, and Austria doing very well in this sport, and nobody else really standing a chance. Again, that 1 medal from Latvia and 1 from the United States, but for the most part, this was a German, Austrian, Italian dominated sport. And in Nordic combined, in what might be its last year as an Olympic sport, Norway winning all 3 of the available golds in the sport that they invented. You'd expect it. Austria with 2 silvers and a bronze, Finland with 1 silver and 2 bronze. So there's the only 3 countries, all 3 of them on the podium in all 3 events. And a huge shout out to the Norwegian Jans Laris Oftebro, who won 3 golds. He won all 3 of them. The team sprint, the individual large hill, and the individual normal hill. 3 for 3 for him. Johannes Lampertar out of Austria with 2 silvers and a bronze, so he also makes the podium all 3 times. And then a couple of Finnish, Ika Herola with 2 medals, as well as Eero Hirvonen with 2 medals as well. So yeah, very impressive for Norway though. Jans Laris Oftebro to get those 3 golds. He goes 3 for 3 in this event. Very dominant Olympics for him in Nordic combined. In skeleton, Great Britain actually taking down Germany. This is crazy. Great Britain with 2 golds and 2 total medals. Austria with 1 gold, 1 medal. Germany with 6 medals, but they all were either silver or bronze. So Germany wins more medals than anybody else in this event, but they are iced out of the gold medal position, which is very interesting. Germany obviously is still the best at this sport, but they weren't able to get past British Matt Weston or Austria's Janine Flock. Now, Janine Flock is known as the best female skeleton athlete in the world, so it makes sense that she takes home the gold. Matt Weston, I think, was a bit of a surprise, but he wins the gold for the men. He also wins the gold in the mixed team alongside his teammate Tabitha Stalker. And you can see, the Germans did very well. I mean, Axel Jung winning silver for the men, silver for the mixed team. Suzanne Kreer, silver for the women, silver for the mixed team. And Germany also took home the bronze for both the men and the mixed team. So it's not like Germany was not on top of their game. They were just upset by the British Matt Weston and by the Austrian Janine Flock. Good for them getting on the podium in a sport that they probably weren't necessarily expected to get on the podium for. In the sport of ski jumping, Norway and Slovenia were the two dominant forces. Norway with 2 medals, Slovenia also with 2 medals. Norway winning the most medals in this sport with 5. But I mean, Japan did pretty well. Japan winning 4 medals, just no golds. Poland with 3 medals and no gold. So overall, there were 18 total medals. Norway wins 5 out of the 18, but not necessarily the most dominant. I mean, there's a lot of countries that did pretty well. Austria with a gold here, Germany with a gold here. So not as dominant for Norway as in some of the other sports that they really dominated. And let's check out the ski jumping individual medalists. 3 medals for Norway's Anna Odin Strom, who wins the women's long individual, the women's regular individual, as well as a silver in the mixed team. She's the only one with 3 medals, multiple golds. Slovenian Domen Prevc did very well for himself. He wins 2 medals, including the men's long hill individual and the mixed team for Slovenia. Yeah, Slovenia, not Slovakia, Slovenia. Nika Prevc with a couple as well. So we have Domen Prevc and Nika Prevc. And are they sister, brother? I want to see this. Prevc. This is kind of cool. I think they are. Yep, they're siblings. So Nika Prevc with 3 medals, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze, wins in the mixed team for the gold. And then together with her brother, they win in the mixed team. So they have combined for 5 medals between the brother and sister, 5 medals, including 3 golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze. That's a pretty cool story. Norway's Irene Maria Kvandal with 2 silvers in the mixed team and the women's individual. So good Olympics for her as well. Ski mountaineering, another one of those sports with only 3 countries on the medal count. France with 3 medals, Spain with 3, Switzerland with 2. So I'm not really sure who the third medalist was. I don't know why they're not showing it. I think I'm gonna try to remember off the top of my head who it was, but that's kind of weird that they're only showing 9. There should be 9 total medals, not 3, 2, 3. So. Let's look at the medalists, though, and see exactly what happened here. Okay, there's a Alliance of Independent Nikita Filipov out of Russia. He took a silver medal. He was from an independent nation. He wins a silver in the men's. Jan Kistler with the silver for the mixed relay. Ana Alonso Rodriguez, 2 bronze. He wins bronze for the women's and in the mixed. Thibaut Anselme with a bronze for the men's and a gold in the mixed relay. Emily Harrop, silver for the women, gold for the mixed relay. Marianne Fatan, gold for the women, silver for the mixed relay, and Oriol Cardona Cole out of Spain, gold for the men, and a bronze in the mixed relay. So yeah, like I said, I like this sport. I'm excited to see it expand. I hope they do more events of it in future Olympics, not just having the one men and the one's women. I think they could extend the course. They could do a long, a short, probably a men's relay and a women's relay, and then a mixed relay. I think they could do a lot of different cool things with this sport. So I'm excited to see where it goes and where it grows in the future. Then move over to snowboarding, and it's crazy how much Japan dominates in snowboarding. You don't realize it, but Japan is just really good at snowboard. They win 9 medals, including 4 golds, 2 silvers, 3 bronze. Austria comes in second with only 4. Team USA kind of had a weak showing with only 2 medals total, 1 silver and 1 bronze. New Zealand with a couple of silvers, both of those was coming from the same athlete, Zoe Sadowski-Synnott. Czechia with a couple of medals in this event, as well as China, Bulgaria with a bronze, France with a bronze, Canada with a silver. Looking at some of the individual medalists in snowboard, and you'll see not many people with multiple. China's Su Yiming with a gold in the slopestyle and a bronze in the big air. Japan's Kokomo Murase flips it. She gets a gold in the big air, bronze in the slopestyle. She's the one who I just did not think deserved to win it in the big air. I thought Zoe Sadowski-Synnott deserved it. She ends up with 2 silvers in the big air and in the slopestyle. She's not able to get on the podium for the half pipe, which is, I think, what she's actually best at. And then Italy's Michaela Moiloi, also with 2 medals, a silver in the mixed team cross and a bronze in the snowboard cross. But yeah, this is a fun one. Great Britain with a couple of golds in this event as well. You love to see it. Don't expect. I mean, Britain has been good this Olympics. So they're not a country that's known as a winter powerhouse, but they got the job done in snowboarding this year. But for the most part, yeah, Japan, I mean, you don't realize how good they are at snowboarding. But with 9 total medals for Japan, Japan has really become the snowboard powerhouse of the world. And finally, speed skating, which I lump in the short track and the regular speed skating as one sport because I think that is really what it is. I think that it should count as one sport. The Netherlands is so good. They win 20 medals. All 20 of their Olympic medals came in speed skating, including 10 golds, 7 silvers, 3 bronze. After that, you got Italy with 9, Canada with 10, South Korea with 7, and the USA with 6. So a lot of countries doing well in this. USA, I love it, 2-2-2 right across the board. A couple medals for Norway, China, Czechia, Denmark, as well as Japan with 3 bronze, and Latvia with a random bronze medal in there, as well as Bulgaria. Looking at some of the medalists, though, it's just amazing how good the Dutch are at speed skating. I don't know how they do it, but you got Jan van Twalt, who wins 4 medals, 3 golds, 1 bronze. Canada's Courtney Sarrault with 2 silvers, 2 bronze, 4 total medals. Jordan Stolz of the USA, of course, getting in there with 2 golds, 1 silver, 3 total medals. Korea's Kim Gilly with 2 golds, 1 bronze, 3 medals. Italy with the 3 medalists in Ariana Fontana. Canadian Valerie Maltais with 3 medals. China's Zhangyang Ning with a gold and 2 bronze. 3 medals as well for Ragni Wickland. 3 for Miho Takagi with 3 bronze. 2 for Francesca Lollobrigida, both gold. So Lollobrigida did very well for herself. She wins the 5,000 and the 3,000. And 2 as well for Zandra Velzeboer, who wins 2 golds for the Netherlands in the women's 500 and 1,000. So between Velzeboer and Lollobrigida, I think that's all 4 of the women's individual races. So very, very impressive stuff. I mean, look at how many skaters won multiple medals in this event. And you think to yourself, why do we have so many events? It's clear there's like 10 skaters who are better than everybody else, and they dominate at all the distances. So maybe you don't need as many events, but I don't know. I think it's just kind of fun to have all the events and to give them a chance to win multiple medals in their field. So now that we've gone through all the sports, next we're going to go through all of the countries of note, beginning, of course, with Norway, who had the most medals. They won 41 total medals, 18 gold, 12 silvers, 11 bronze medals. Looking at what they did by sport, in alpine skiing, they win a couple. They win a bunch in biathlon. They win a bunch in cross country. They win a couple in freestyle skiing, a couple in Nordic combined, 3 in Nordic combined, 4 in ski jumping, and 4 in speed skating. Notable medalists for them include Johannes Hatsfoot Kleibo, who won 6 gold medals, 6 out of 6 for him. Sturla Holm Legride with 3 silvers, 2 bronze. Jens Laura Ofterbro with 3 golds. Anna Odin Strom with 2 golds, 1 silver. And Einar Hedgart with 2 golds and 1 silver, as well as all these. I mean, they have so many. Look at all these Norwegians who won medals. Just a very, very impressive Olympics from Norway. They really kind of ran the table in the men's cross-country skiing, all because of one guy, which is, of course, Johannes Hatsfoot Kleibo. But that is what Norway did. They dominated these Olympics start to finish. Looking at Team USA, they come in with 12 golds, 12 silvers, 9 bronze for a total of 33 medals, the second most decorated team in the field. Among them include Jordan Stolz with 3. The only American to win 3 medals in these games is Jordan Stolz. And Alyssa Liu was the only other American to win more than 2 gold medals. You have all sorts of medalists because you of course have to include the entire men's and women's hockey team in this. So it looks like we have more medalists than everybody. But yeah, a lot of medals here. And of course, Team USA taking home medals in alpine skiing, bobsleigh, cross-country skiing, curling, figure skating, freestyle skiing, ice hockey, luge, short track speed skating, long track speed skating, and snowboarding. A ton of medals, and it was very diversified between all the different sports for Team USA. Next up, we have the Netherlands, who wins 10 gold, 7 silvers, and 3 bronze medals at these games for a total of 20 medals, all of them coming in one of 2 speed skating sports between the short track and the regular speed skating. Not many of them actually coming in short track. Most of them came in the regular speed skating events. Look at all these. I mean, they won so many speed skating events. And yes, in the short track, they win a couple as well. Their medalists include Jan van Twalt, who wins 4 medals. 2 for Zandra Velzeboer. 2 for Marchke Groenwoud. 2 for Femke Kok. 2 for Judah Leerdam, who of course is Jake Paul's girlfriend. 2 for Antoinette Riemspe de Jong. 2 for Mele van Twout. Is she also related to the other Twouts? I think so, maybe. 2 for Jorrit Bergsma. 2 for Jenning de Boo, and a bunch more. So yeah, another huge Olympics for the Netherlands, as they just hauled in a bunch of medals in the same 2 sports. But hey, if it works, it works, and it worked for the Dutch in these Olympic Games. We move on to Team Italy, the host country, who had a very good Olympics for themselves as well, winning 10 gold, 6 silvers, and the most bronze out of any country, 14 bronze medals for a total of 30 medals, the third most medals out of any country. Italy's medalists include Ariana Fontana, their only 3-time medalist, who wins 3 speed skating medals. Federica Brioni with a pair of medals in the women's downhill skiing. Francesca Lollobrigida with a couple of gold medals in women's speed skating. A couple more multi-medalists include Lisa Vitozzi, Elisa Confortala, and Chiara Betti, who all added golds, as well as a bunch of other medalists for Team Italy. Look at all these medalists. So many medalists for Team Italy. Looking by sport, they had a very diversified section as well. Alpine skiing, they won a few. They won a few in biathlon, a couple in cross country, a couple in curling, just one in curling for the mixed doubles. They won the team event for figure skating in the team dance, bronze medal there. They win a couple freestyle skiing medals, a couple of luge medals, some short track speed skating, some snowboarding medals, as well as some speed skating medals. So yeah, just a lot of overall, they did very well of kind of diversifying their medals as well. Very similar to Team USA in that way, I think. That's how the host countries, they did a very good job in these games. Team Germany with another impressive Olympics. They win 8 golds, 10 silvers, and 8 bronze for a total of 26 medals in these games. Looking at their medalists, they include a bunch of guys who won 2. Nobody wins 3, but you have 2 gold medals for George Fleischauer, 2 for Max Langenhan, 2 for Johannes Lochner, and 2 for Julia Taubitz. Taubitz and Langenhan in the luge, Lochner and Fleischauer in the bobsleigh. Medals by sport, and again, it looks very diversified until you realize most of them came in the bobsleigh as well as in the luge and in the skeleton. They did get a couple from ski jumping, 1 from ski jumping, 1 from freestyle skiing, 1 from figure skating, 1 from cross country, 1 from biathlon, and a couple from alpine skiing. But mostly it was the bobsleigh, the luge, and the skeleton that carried Team Germany through these Olympic Games. France also benefited from one sport that gave them more than half of their medals. They win 23 total medals, including 8 golds, 9 silvers, and 6 bronze medals. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you'll find that when you look by sport, so many of those came from the biathlon. France winning 13 biathlon medals. They had 1 in alpine skiing, a couple in cross country, 1 in figure skating, 1 in freestyle skiing, a few in mountaineering, and 1 in snowboard. So France does okay. They did get all 3 medals in ski mountaineering, which is pretty cool. Looking at their medalists, 4 medals for Julia Simon in the biathlon, 4 for Quentin Fillon-Maillet in the biathlon as well. So their biathletes did very well. Lou Jean Menot with 4 medals, Oceane Michelon with 3 medals, all in biathlon as well. So it's pretty much all their biathlon athletes who won a bunch of medals. Eric Perrault did very well, as well as Mathis Desloes, who did very well for himself in the cross-country skiing events. So France did very well in a couple sports. Not very good outside of biathlon, though, to be completely honest. I do think France should be proud, though, of these Olympic Games, especially if... How about Sweden? They did very well for themselves in these Olympic Games. 8 golds, 6 silvers, 4 bronze for 18 total medals. Again, you could point to the cross-country and say they won a lot in cross-country skiing. You can see, look at all these. A bunch in the cross-country skiing. A couple in biathlon. A couple in curling. They do win the mixed doubles curling as well as the women's curling. And a couple in alpine skiing as well. So Sweden did a good job in these Olympics. Ebba Andersson was their best performer, winning 4 medals in cross-country skiing. Frida Karlsson with 3 medals. Jonas Sundling with 3 medals, as well as Lynn Savan with a couple. Maja Dahlqvist with a couple. And Martin Ponsiluoma with a couple. Anna Hasselborg, of course, was the leader of that curling team. And she comes away with a gold, as well as her teammates Johanna Helden, Agnes Kokenauer, Susan McManus, and Sophia Scharbach, as well as Isabella Rana, I guess, who's also part of that team, and Rasmus Rana on the mixed doubles team with Isabella Rana. Okay, never mind. That was the mixed doubles team, was the Ranas, who I think they are a brother and sister duo. Sweden had a good Olympics. I think they should be pretty happy with their showing here. And another team that should be very happy with their showing, despite being one of the smallest countries in Europe, Switzerland did very well at these games with 6 golds, 9 silvers, 8 bronze for a total of 23 medals. They win a lot of medals, 23. That's actually more than Sweden. They did very well. Switzerland with 3 medals for Franjo von Almen, who is considered to be, I believe, the best male alpine skier in the world. Loic Maillard with a few medals. Marco Odermatt with a few medals. Marianne Faton winning a couple in ski mountaineering. Noah Roth with a couple in freestyle skiing. He probably should have won a gold medal in freestyle skiing, but he was not able to get the job done there. As well as Najda Kalin in cross-country skiing with a couple of medals as well. And you see, they actually were fairly diversified. They did win 9 medals in alpine skiing. They won quite a few, but they get a medal in bobsleigh. They get a couple in curling with both the women and men. They take silver for the women, bronze for the men. Cross-country skiing, they won a couple. Freestyle skiing, they win actually quite a few at freestyle skiing. They did very well in freestyle skiing. They take a bronze for the women's ice hockey. They take one in ski jumping, and they also take a couple in ski mountaineering. So Switzerland did very well. They were pretty diversified. They proved themselves in alpine skiing as the powerhouse of that sport. Honestly, I'm very impressed with what Switzerland was able to pull off at these Olympic Games. Checking out a bunch of the countries kind of in the middle of the pack: Austria, Japan, Canada, China, all winning 5 gold medals each, as well as Korea. Let's go quickly country by country, starting with Austria. Austria winning 5 golds, 8 silvers, and 5 bronze for a total of 18 medals at these Olympic Games, including some in alpine skiing, freestyle skiing, luge, Nordic combined, 1 in skeleton, 1 in ski jumping, and 4 in snowboarding. So their best sport is a big tie between skiing, freestyle, luge, and snowboard. Austria was once one of the best powerhouse countries in alpine skiing. They've kind of fallen off a little bit, but still very, very strong. And some of their top medalists include 3 medals for Johannes Lampartar in Nordic combined. He goes 3 for 3 on the podium there. Nobody else with more than 2 for them. They do have Wolfgang Kindl with a couple in luge, as well as Jonas Muller with a couple in luge, and Thomas Stio with a couple in luge. Austria also had Janine Flock, the best skeleton. She wins the women's skeleton gold. So a pretty solid Olympic Games overall for the country of Austria. Then looking at Japan, they win 5 gold, 7 silvers, and 12 bronze for a total of 24 medals, the most medals of this group. I think that should put them ahead of Austria. They have won more medals, but Austria did have 1 more silver. Japan winning 6 in figure skating, 2 in freestyle skiing, 4 in ski jump, 9 in the snowboarding. Look at all of these wins in snowboarding, and 3 in speed skating. So Japan's best sport was definitely the snowboarding, in which they won 9 medals, including 4 golds. 4 of their 5 golds coming in the snowboard. And for Japan, some of their top medalists, you'd have to look at people like Ben Nikaido, who wins 3 medals in the ski jump, as well as Miho Tagaki, who wins 3 in speed skating. All 3 of them were bronze, however. Kihara Ryuichi with a gold in the pairs event and a silver in the team event for figure skating, as well as Rika Miuru, who wins a gold in the pair event and a silver in the team event. Now moving on to Canada, they win 5 gold, 7 silvers, 9 bronze, including both silvers in the men's and women's hockey. They win a total of 21 medals. Honestly, kind of felt like an underwhelming Olympics for Canada. They win 2 curling medals, 1 in figure skating, 5 in freestyle skiing, 2 in ice hockey, 5 in short track speed skating, 1 in snowboarding, and 5 in speed skating. So honestly, Canada, if not for speed skating, would have not had a good Olympics at all. Their best sport was short track as well as regular speed skating. That gave them 10 out of their 21 medals was speed skating. Some of their top medalists include Courtney Surratt with 4 total medals, including 2 silvers, 2 bronze. Those were all on the short track speed skating rink. They also have Valerie Maltaias winning 3 total medals, as well as Evgeny Blondin with a couple, Stephen Dubois with a couple, and Michael Kingsbury with a couple in the freestyle skiing events. Good for him. Now checking out the People's Republic of China. China with 15 total medals, 5 golds, 4 silvers, 6 bronze. And again, it kind of felt like an underwhelming Olympics for them as well. 9 out of their 15 medals coming in freestyle skiing, with 1 in short track speed skating, 3 in regular speed skating, and 2 in snowboarding. Some of their top medalists include Eileen Gu, who wins 3 medals, including 1 gold and 2 silver, and she is, of course, a freestyle skier. Ning Zhangyan did very well for himself as well on the speed skating track with 1 gold and 2 bronze for 3 total medals. And finally, looking at the South Korea, or you call it the Republic of Korea, South Korea, whatever you want to call it, they win 10 medals, 3 gold, 4 silvers, 3 bronze, including 2 on the short track speed skating, 3 silvers, 2 bronze there. They win 7 total medals in speed skating. Their other 3 medals all coming in snowboarding. And those would be favored of Kim Gilly, who wins 3 in short track speed skating for Korea. Ming Jong Choi wins a couple as well for Korea in the short track speed skating. So South Korea, did very well for themselves in speed skating, but other than that, it was again a pretty underwhelming Olympics for South Korea. Wrapping up the top 20 on the medal count table, we have Australia, who wins 3 golds, 2 silvers, 1 bronze, and 6 total medals. It was their best Winter Olympics of all time. 4 of their medals coming in freestyle skiing and 2 coming in the snowboarding events. If you look at the medalists for Australia, it includes Jakara Anthony with 2. Nobody wins more than 1 medal for Australia. Jakara Anthony, Josie Baff, Cooper Woods getting on the podium, as well as Scotty James, Daniel Scott, and Matt Graham. For Team Great Britain, they also have one of their most successful winter games of all time, with 3 golds, 1 silver, 1 bronze, 5 total medals, and that included in 4 different sports. They win a silver in curling, a bronze in freestyle skiing, 2 golds in skeleton, and 1 gold in snowboarding. Their best medalist was Matt Weston, who wins 2 golds, both of them in skeleton, wins for the men's as well as for the mixed team event. Spain winning 3 golds in their most successful Winter Olympics of all time as well. They win a gold and 2 bronze medals, all of them coming in ski mountaineering, courtesy of Oriol Cardona Cole, who wins a gold for the men's and a bronze in the mixed relay, and Ana Alonso Rodriguez, who wins a bronze for the women's and another bronze in the mixed relay. Brazil won their first Winter Olympic medal of all time, courtesy of Lucas Pinheiro Brathen in alpine skiing. And Kazakhstan winning their first ever men's figure skating gold medal, courtesy of Mikhail Shidorov, their men's figure skater. Both of those countries coming away with just 1 total medal, but it was a gold medal for each country. And finally, rounding out the medal table, we have New Zealand with 2 silvers and 1 bronze. New Zealand, 2 of their 3 medals coming in snowboarding, both coming from Zoe Sadowski-Synnott, who wins a pair of silvers. She's the only athlete from New Zealand on here with multiple medals, 2 silver medals for her. Finland winning 6 total medals, including 5 bronze and 1 silver. They must be very disappointed they couldn't get more than just a couple bronze medals. They do win in 4 different sports. They win in biathlon, cross-country skiing, they win a bronze. They win a bronze in men's hockey, and then a couple of bronzes and 1 silver in Nordic combined. For Latvia, 2 medals for them, 1 silver, 1 bronze. They get a silver in luge and a bronze in short track speed skating. Congratulations to Latvia on getting a couple of medals. Estonia also wins their only medal, courtesy of Henry Sildaru in the freestyle skiing, the men's halfpipe, and then Bulgaria with a couple of medals, a bronze in biathlon and another bronze in snowboarding. A couple other Finnish medalists who win multiple medals, including Ika Herola with 2 medals in Nordic combined, as well as Eero Hirvonen with 2 medals in Nordic combined. And big shout out to Henry Sildaru with that silver medal in the men's halfpipe, as well as Latvia's Elina Bota with the silver in women's luge. You gotta love when the small countries get on the medal count. I always love seeing which random country is going to get on the medal count this time. So to see Latvia and Estonia do it in the same year is pretty cool.